Alright, let's go inside this toad house. I made sure to check that I had an empty slot. Let's see if this one gives. Nope, doesn't give a Tanuki suit. Gives you a flower. But hey, can't get a Tanuki suit every time, else the game would be a wee bit broken, especially since you start getting Hammer Bro suits from level 6 on. So, got a mushroom, another mushroom, please, please! Ah, come on, mushrooms can't have roots, they're not even vegetals! Okay, so let's use up a star to make room in our inventory. Besides, I could probably get my ass kicked by those two Hammer Brothers there. And, oh, yeah, wonderful, a music box. Well, that's completely useless for the purposes of a 100% run, so I'm just going to use it up right away to make room for something else when I happen to get another item. So, stage 5-8. Oh, yeah, this one. I remember Lakitu is such a pain in this level. I'm gonna see if I can start flying. Come on, no. Can I gain speed? Please, please? Yeah! Yeah! There we go. Take that, Lakitu! Oh! Oh, that was just cheap. And, yeah, you can't stop at all. Else, Lakitu just starts throwing Spinies all over the place. I always tended to say Spinies as a kid, and if it sounds familiar, it definitely should, because Chugga Conroy said the exact same thing a few days ago. And I'm glad I'm not alone in doing that, calling them Spinies, because, well, being that I am not a native English speaker, it's easy to mess up pronunciations like that, so I'm going to make an effort to call them Spinies, because Spinies doesn't make a whole lot of sense. They've got spines, but they don't spin. Alright, so we got a star here, so now that empty slot is filled, and I'm not going to get anything else. I'm going to have to stick with that one star. Level 5-9, Diagonal Autoscroll. That Paratroopa isn't a threat at all, and to be honest, the first half of this level is really easy. The second half, however, it's a mess. Just look at that. So far, so good. Everything's just fine. But then the next platform here, it goes horizontally, so you gotta make that tricky jump there, and then you got that fire thingy, whatever it's called, that comes after you, spitting out fireballs. And come on, if I can just kill it, there we go. And the problem is that I'm not done yet. There's another one coming! And I still gotta make those crazy jumps at the same time. Come on, please! No! Not enough momentum. Oh, it would have been awesome to get this on the first try. I was within sight of the end zone, and I couldn't get all the way there. So, let's try again, and if I happen to die over and over and over again, I am just going to cut that part off, because, really, there's no threat whatsoever. You can't possibly die here unless you're the worst player ever. Now, here is that jump again. There. Okay, now, here comes the fire thing. I don't know what it's called, just call it the fire thing. So come on, if I can just jump on it. Yeah! There we go. Because it spits out the fireballs from its own tail, and... Super. Super. That's your really stupid death of the day. 1 of 10, probably, judging by how hard this level can be at times, but I've never once used a P-Wing on it. Unlike in 5-6, where I always use one, I always manage to get it in the end. I was so close on my first try, and now watch as I waste all my lives and don't get close like that again. Okay, first hard part over, now let's deal with those fireballs again. Yeah, it spits out the fireballs from its tail, and once it's got no more fireballs, it blows up! So you really gotta be careful with those things. If you let them live too long, they can blow up in your face when you don't expect it. Oh yes, 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 yes! Yes! Because I wasn't too sure until I entered the pipe, because if you saw Koshmar89's co-op run of this, there were 2 really hilarious deaths where he let that black thing get in between the pipe and the last cloud, and he actually died twice doing that. Well, not Koshmar89, the other guy who was playing with him. I don't remember his name, but yeah, he died twice in the most stupid way imaginable. He made it all the way up only to die. Well, me recounting the tale doesn't do it justice. You really gotta see it, and I believe I have the video in my favorites, so you should really check it out. So, okay, got a flower now, and this airship, you have to avoid dying too much, else you just might have to redo the tower. Oh, super. Alright, oh! Okay, I really wanted to go up there because going up in this stage makes it a lot easier. And now, right after this is the big cannon gauntlet. And if I can just... Oh, come on, there's a bullet bill coming. Oh, well, I was cornered on all sides, so I really had no choice. Well, once again, I couldn't do much of anything. If I didn't jump, I would have died, and I jumped, and I died. But at least the airship stayed in the sky, so let's try this again. Hopefully with less fail. Oh, gotta be careful. That flamethrower there almost ran right into it. Come on, mushroom. Alright, so now I can take one hit. Hopefully I can take this all the way to Roy, because the bastard does earthquakes on top of his regular attacks. Alright, let's try getting up. Up, please. Get up. Well, I had to go eventually, else the screen would have ended up pushing me. And that's a weird thing about, you know, auto-scrolls. The screen, there's really nothing that pushes you, but you're forced to go forward anyway. And when you're squeezed between something and the edge of the screen, you die. What kills you in that situation? Okay, please, can I get out of there? Yeah. Now, hope I don't get hit by a bullet bill there. And it's time for Roy, and I can't get hit at all. I got no margin of maneuver whatsoever. Okay, one. Yes, come on. Oh! Oh! Well, I thought it would get stuck there for a little while longer, but I guess not. So, I'm gonna use up a no, not a mushroom. Why not a frog suit? Yeah, wonder how long it'll last. Besides, I get a flower that's way better very early in the stage, and besides there's only one Wow! I lost my frog suit to the first cannon in the level. That is just swell. So, okay, now I'm going to really try and make it up those cannon areas. If I can just... Yes! That was perfect, and not even off a cannonball, it was off a bullet bill. So let's see if I can stay up. No! I just need a little more distance than I would have done it. Now, okay, it would really help if I could get up there. Yes! Perfect timing! Absolutely perfect. So now all I gotta do is avoid the cannonballs that go up, and please don't get hit. Please don't get hit stupidly. I could really stand to be able to use 2 hits to beat Roy. Alright. Oh, wow. I really thought I was supposed to hit him from that angle, but he hit me instead for some reason. Okay, you really gotta jump when his shell bounces, because he does his earthquakes that way too. But that didn't turn out to be a problem at all. I mean, I was forced to jump all over the place because of the earthquakes, but I never actually got hit by one. And with that being said, World 5 is now over. Now, World 6 is the longest world in the game, but what's really annoying is that it's the ice world. Remember how I said Mario had no traction whatsoever in this game? Well, it's like 10 times worse. Oh yeah, thank you for the cloud, not very useful, and the creatures trapped in ice will come to life. That's advice that I believe only comes in useful for level 610. So I used that cloud right away to make room for something else once I get some new items, and, well, there go the slots. So, next time I'm going to actually get started on the ice world.